I would like to dedicate this video to my student, Mr. Mohit Nagarkoti, because he has sent me this email which I want to discuss in this video. This is what he says. Dear Rohit, I hope you are doing well. I wanted to clarify a small doubt regarding my stock filtering and selection process. After obtaining the stock list from MarketSmith, here is how I currently approach it. I first reduce the list by manually removing stocks that don't meet BGR, 4 points, and 10 candles. So basically, he's talking about the moving average alignment, the 50, 150, and the 200, the 4 points in the base, and the 10 candles that we need in the base. So first, he will look at that from the MarketSmith list. Then this usually leaves me with around 40 to 50 stocks. On the weekly time frame in MarketSmith, I check liquidity, comparative strength, and fundamentals only for those stocks forming a proper base. So he's looking at the name of the base, flat base, high tight flag, cup with handle, consolidation, etc. This is given on MarketSmith weekly time frame chart. Based on market conditions, after that, I then do technical analysis on both fundamentally strong and weak stocks, and then position sizing and execution. So in this, he's basically describing this process. So this is my orange trading system. So whatever you do, however you filter, however you download, manage, make sure that on every stock that you come across, you do your liquidity, comparative, technical, fundamental, and market analysis, irrespective of time frame or whatever. Okay, that's what he is doing here. My query is about step three. So he wants to talk about step three. On Monday, if I categorize a stock, say ABC as fundamentally strong, I flag it in TradingView as blue. So blue means, so he has sent me this. Blue means fundamentally strong. Fundamentally weak stocks are flagged pink. So weak are pink, and then red flag stocks are marked red. So there is a red flag on MarketSmith. He will mark it red. That's the system that he is using, and this is step three, which means he's talking about weekly time frame. Okay, so on Monday he's looking at these stocks and he'll keep it till Friday. That fundamentally is a mistake because uh, I check every because you never know that a stock could have, let's say, a relative strength of 65 or maybe 79, and if your filter has 80 minimum relative strength, that stock will never show in your filter. So you have to do filtering every single day. So basically, what I'm trying to say is if a stock comes on your filtered list on Monday, it will come here. But if a stock was not on your list list of filtered stocks on Monday, if it comes on Tuesday, it might not come here because you are watching this list for the next week. So there is a fundamental problem here. Instead of doing this, instead of moving stocks from MarketSmith to TradingView, the best way is do the filtering and analysis on a daily basis. Like open all the daily charts, open all the weekly charts. Do this daily. Okay, that's the best method I have found. If the same stock appears again on Tuesday, I don't recheck fundamentals, comparative strength, or liquidity. Now, he's saying if the same stock appears again on Tuesday, let's say Paytm is up, or let's say appears on Monday. Okay. Now on Tuesday, if Paytm doesn't appear, then this needs to be removed, right? So every day you have to check which stock is available on this list but not on MarketSmith list. So you'll have to remove that stock from here. That itself is a tedious exercise. Okay. Now, if the same stock appears on Tuesday, that is fine. But what if one stock here doesn't show up on MarketSmith for some reason? Maybe relative strength drops, maybe volume drops. Something can happen, like one of your criteria could go off track, right? So that could happen. So moving stocks from MarketSmith to TradingView is not a good idea. Since the fundamentals compared to liquidity, since these don't change frequently, every weekend reset and delete all flagged stocks starting fresh from Monday. Not okay. There's no need to work on weekend. Monday to Friday is more than enough work, right? You open, basically what you do is you go to MarketSmith, you log in here. This is your list of filtered stocks, right? So these are 62 stocks. So what I'm saying is open each of this in a new tab. Okay, so for example, I open this in a new tab. I open this in a new tab. So you can see here these are the daily time frame chart. Okay, this is daily time frame chart. So open all the daily time frame charts. Shortlist all those stocks. Okay, first open all the daily time frame charts on separate tabs. It will be 62 tabs. Okay, that's fine. Remove all the stocks which are red flagged because don't want to take that risk. In the email, he is keeping the red flag stock on TradingView. What is the point of keeping a red flag stock on TradingView? Why to take unnecessary risk? Okay, when there are other stocks available in the market, why should I track a red flag stock? Okay, so open all the daily charts, remove all the stocks which have a red flag, remove all the stocks which do not have the moving averages aligned, remove all the stocks where there are no 4 points in the base, remove all the stocks where there are no 10 candles in the base. Just these four filters will you'll be left with like 4 or 5 stocks only out of this entire 62 list. On those 4 or 5 stocks, you can check which one is swing and which one is positional depending on their fundamentals. Okay, you will find maybe one or two stocks which are worth your time. This entire process with practice will take you less than 10 minutes, maximum 15 minutes. Okay, it takes 60 seconds to open 60 stocks. Okay, next. After you are done with this 10-15 minutes, again come here, open all the weekly charts and only focus on those stocks where they have clearly marked the blue zone. Open those stocks which are near the pivot point. Okay, so that you can study them. Let's say you get 5 stocks. Out of those 5, check that which of the stocks has the moving averages aligned on the daily time frame chart so that there is no basic criteria violation. Then out of those 5, check how many are fundamentally strong because on weekly you can't do swing. On weekly you have to check for stocks which are fundamentally strong. So use our 12 fundamental criteria to figure out which ones are positional. So you will get one or two maybe. Okay. So I just write down these names, these 5 names on a piece of paper with a pen. Simple. No trading view, no exporting stocks from here and there. On trading view, only that stock goes which qualifies everything, which is like ready to buy. Okay, that is what I look for on a that is the stock that I will take to trading view for further analysis because in trading view you get nice charting features. On MarketSmith you don't get that. So that's my process. This process, there are some fundamental mistakes. He's writing, could you share your thoughts on this approach? So these are my thoughts on the approach, right? We don't need to keep a watch list. There is no need for a watch list. It's 15 minutes on the daily time frame chart analysis, 15 minutes on the weekly time frame chart analysis, half an hour per day, more than enough. He writes, this way I save time and mental energy, saving it for technical analysis of best stocks. No, this is increasing time and mental energy because let's say India Mart, JM Financial, Kims is not there on Wednesday, but what if it's there on Monday? If it's there on Monday but not there on Tuesday, what is the point of keeping that stock on a watch list for 3 days? If I'm not buying a stock, if a stock doesn't come close to my criteria, why should I track it for 3 days? It's a waste of time and mental energy, right? And it occupies space. Whereas if I do all the analysis on MarketSmith, I just have one or two maybe stocks. Anyways, the market is uptrend under pressure, right? So you won't get many stocks. So just one or two stocks, just move to my trading view and do the chart analysis there. Chart analysis also doesn't take much time, like few seconds, you are done. So I follow that simple process. I don't maintain a watch list. I just open all the daily time frame charts every day, weekly time frame charts every day. Done. I'm done in half an hour. All 62 stocks. With practice, it will take even less time because every time you don't need to do fundamental analysis of stocks, right? Because you're doing this every day, the same stocks more or less show up. So you don't need to do fundamental analysis of stocks again and again. Moreover, the advantage of using my method is since you're doing this every day, you are in tune with the market. So let's say today you did analysis, you got 5 stocks. Tomorrow you do analysis, you get 10 stocks on your white piece of paper. Suddenly, okay, the market is maybe improving. Okay. But when I start moving data from MarketSmith to TradingView, all that computer shifting, okay, that uh, digresses us from the bigger picture. Just keep it on a piece of paper, pen. That is the old school best method. Just do all the analysis on MarketSmith. Come to TradingView only for precision. That's it. Okay. Thank you so much.